Welcome back, guys, to another video. Today we're going to be doing a reptile room tour. So let's get into it. Over 10 species of reptiles and amphibians, and all of them are unique and beautiful in their own way. And yeah, so let's get into the video. Let's start with this side because that's the side you normally see in my videos, but we're gonna go over here, this side of my reptile room. We can start right here. These are my Lake Chapala garter snakes, Thamnophis equisus obscurus. Beautiful species. Oh hey, you guys smell mice on my hands, so let's just do that. Absolutely beautiful blue garter snake. They're actually one of the largest species of garter snake. I think the largest species, but some say I believe it's the California garter snake that some people say are bigger. This is their, on camera focus, they're 40 gallon. It's an Exoterra. These garter snakes are slightly arboreal, so you do want to add some climbing stuff to climb on. They have a nice big water bowl to soak in since they're garter snakes. And garter snakes are semi-aquatic. They have their lots of hides, and hide back there. Tons of hides, a basking spot, and I mean, look right there. Oh, why is it not focusing? Look at that beautiful line of blue. And also, if you look under their chin, if that light wasn't so harsh, you can kind of see a bit of a cream color. If I look under their tail, you can see it too. It looks like a pink in the camera, but it's a cream color. It's really beautiful. These are gorgeous garter snakes. Going up from them, we can go to these guys. These are my Gastrophinus priscina. I don't know if they're gonna be out. And they're out. There's one there. Keely and Kiwi. By the way, the Lake Chapalas are Esben and Naya. But an absolutely beautiful, stunning species of lizard. They look like a jeweled lacerda. If a jeweled lacerda and a grass lizard, long-tailed grass lizard, had a baby, this is what the outcome would be. They're gorgeous. They eat amazing. Like, it's crazy how well they eat. These guys are from Africa. These guys are from like Tanzania area in almost Jamaica in Africa. And they're such a beautiful species. They're almost like they're a teal blue. It's crazy how pretty these guys get. Mine are extremely handleable. They recognize me as the one who brings food. They're not like target trained or anything, although I'd love it if they were. But they're a really beautiful species, and most are actually quite aggressive. You get these wild caught. But this is what captive bred is like. They're not freaking out. They're quite chill, and they love food. Look. Silly goofy goo. See if she'll come out. No, he just wants to chill. Show you guys this beautiful side. And he's also got a morph, which is this spotted tail. It's not like a rare morph or anything. It's just a pretty common morph. I honestly wish they didn't have spots, but beggars can't be choosers. Being next to the left, yep, that's left, of my Gastrophinus priscina, we have Lamprobelpis smaragdina, or the emerald tree skink. If you know me, you know I keep a lot of emerald tree skinks. This is just one of, I think 7 individuals I have by now. An absolutely stunning skink. He's usually like really wants to come on, but it's kind of like the end of the day. So he's doesn't really care what I'm doing, but really beautiful. I almost want to say that he has a certain morph because he is so blue. Like, His head is a blue, and under his chin in the right light, it's blue. It's gorgeous. Little basker, just basking away. These guys are native to Thailand and the Solomon Islands, in that kind of area of the world. They like it super humid. I know there's fake plants. There's one real one. I just need to get plants for this tank. But he's doing fantastic. He was with another trio, but my males were fighting each other and he was kind of the problem. So I decided he gets kicked out of the group, but he's doing really well. Super beautiful lizard. The best pet reptile. They literally like dogs. He's not doing it right now, but literally every day when he sees me, he wants to come up and play. Down from these species, we have my Lampropeltis Jelluli brooksii with Brooks king snake. He's a hypomorph, Sherman. Oh, well, that's anticlimactic. He's a little mad that I poked him, but he's in a PVC tank. I think it's a 2x2 by 1.5. I think that's the lengths. I got this a long time ago. But this is a beautiful species of king snake, native to Florida and that state. He's gonna dart any second. He is handleable. He's chill. He's nice, but he is a king snake, and king snakes think everything's food. But he's a beautiful skink species, king snake. I've had him. He was my first reptile. I've had him for 3 years. I got him in 2021, so going on 4 years next year. So that means 3 years this year. But he's super beautiful, super nice. When you get him out, this is with my other king snake species. My other king snake, when you get him out, he's pretty good, but he's kind of difficult to get out. He just thinks everything's food, so I use a hook. I hook train him, and anytime the hook touches him, he knows that it's just time to come out and be held. From him, we have these guys, my dune geckos. Remove the rock, but underneath was my female dune gecko. I believe it's my female. She's actually gravid right now. A super small species of gecko, like, honestly, like, that's a stick beside it. It's crazy how small they are. And they're just perfect pets. These guys come from northern Africa and some parts of Israel. Yeah, they're really beautiful. This is the Stenodactylus. So the short finger gecko or elegant gecko. It's a really small species. These guys are wild caught, but I have been successful in their reproducing. I have one baby with the parents right now. And that is the baby going to town. He has almost a blue head. I assume he's gonna lose that. There's been zero aggression. They kind of just welcome the baby as another part of the group. There's 4 in here, but they're nocturnal, so they're only gonna be out at night. But a really beautiful and small species of gecko, and the only species of gecko I actually own. To the opposite side of this wall, we have my tree skinks. This isn't even all of them, believe it or not. So let's start on this side. Kind of fast looking at these tree skinks because, I mean, I have so many of them. These are tree skinks I reproduced, emerald tree skinks, Lampropeltis smaragdina. A really beautiful species of skink, as I've already told you. These guys are about 3 to 4 months old. And they're in this 12 by 12 by 18. They're really friendly. Even as babies, they're super used to me. That guy's less used to me. This guy usually hops out and plays with me. But really nice. And they don't have a heat light on because I just moved all of these guys here. And I'm getting a heat light. I bought that heat light for them. That heat light's broken, so I'm returning it, and they will have a heat light. Closure bioactive, but this one is not, and a few of the other ones that we saw before. But yeah, it has fake plants, but let's move on to this one. Same species, emerald tree skink, Lampropeltis smaragdina. There's one right there, and they share a T5 UVB. This is one chilling right there. He's They're doing good. This enclosure is bioactive. It has live plants. It has, if you look in there, springtails and isopods. So this enclosure is bioactive. These ones I purchased from Ontario. So, but they're doing really good. I've had them for, I think, almost 5-6 months. I've had them for a long time. Had them, I think, since July. I could be wrong. But yeah, beautiful enclosure, philodendron, absolutely beautiful. If you look back at the video, it was just super tiny, and now look at it. It's just taking over the tank. Here, we're not gonna be able to see him, but I'll throw up some pictures and I can just show you guys the tank. And this is how black tree skinks act. Oh, he's pretty chill. In here, we have a black tree skink, a really cool species of tree skink. They're black, and black's my favorite color, so well, shade, whatever, don't correct me, but they're super beautiful. We only have one in here, unfortunately. We did have 2. I had that video that went out, so I did a video on this. It was my black tree skink. I purchased one at an expo, and then I purchased another one online from the same people, and they shipped it, and unfortunately died during shipping. If you want to see the whole video, what the driver was doing to my package, you can go look at that in the last video. But they sent me another one. Unfortunately, the one they sent me must have had parasites, or must have had something was wrong with it. I'm not sure what it was. It died pretty fast after we got it in here. It was already skinny to start out with. And it's really, really unfortunate because this is a species I really want to breed. But it was something that it came with. There's nothing I could have done different. The other one in here is doing amazing. He eats well. He eats when I'm in the room, or he, she, I don't really know. But I'm working with it to, I'm gonna work with it now that's out of quarantine to come and to have those tree skink behaviors. So it's unfortunate about that. That's not the only sad story that we're gonna hear today. But let's keep moving on to the next animal. Dress this. I don't like infrared lights, and these are my baby lake chipolas. I produce these guys. I don't like that light, but that's the only heat light I have, so it's gonna have to do till tomorrow. I go in tomorrow to get heat light, but I just thought I'd throw that as a disclaimer. I have many species on this wall, but we're gonna start with this species. The species that started it all for me. These are the Amazon milk frogs, Transcelius referensis. I don't know what the other one is. There's 2 in here. Amon and Milton, beautiful species of milk frogs. Well, they're the only species of milk frog, but beautiful frogs. The other one's prettier, but I don't know where he is. 2 males, unfortunately. He's in his little hide. 2 males, so we're not gonna be doing any breeding, but their enclosure looks really nice. This pothos is growing in. Nice. We had so many plants in that pot, and that pot, and that pot, and then that was the hangout. They all died, unfortunately. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's because they were slanted. This is the first time I put pots in the background, so that's unfortunate, but the waterfall's still working and is really nice, and the water section's quite nice as well. We still got some fish in there. These are rosy red minnows. I want to get a different species of fish. You guys let me know what fish does best in paludariums. But nonetheless, these guys are doing really well. There's also some snails in there. As you can see, they're reproducing like crazy. But the water section looks really nice. It's super clean. I don't do much water changes. Well, no, that's the only maintenance I do. And I suck out the dirt from the bottom. But the snails do the majority of it, which is absolutely crazy. You guys are so excited to see me. Let's talk about more emerald tree skinks. Is my pair. Used to be a trio. So this is the one where that other skink moved out. These are more Lampropelpus smallidina. These ones are extremely beautiful. I love the black banding and the more olive color the male has. The female has that more bluish color that you see. But this is their enclosure. It's heavily planted. Has pothos, and that lock is still broken. It has pothos. It has tons of cork. There's literally 2 trees, and they look so nice. I think these are called Nella de Bella. I don't know. I don't know plants. And then another plant, I totally forget what that's called, but it's reptile safe. Absolutely beautiful enclosure. I love their stick that comes down there so that they can bask with the UVB. And then, living in the back, my uncle actually carved that, so thanks, Uncle Rob. And I know you guys know, but just in case you're new here, this is how emerald tree skinks act. These guys are doing really well, and they actually are reproducing. There's 2 eggs there, and then 2 more eggs that you can't see that are hidden, so they're reproducing. These are the ones that are reproducing, doing really well. And here we have my Dendrobates auratus, a beautiful dart frog species. She's living in a 15-gallon enclosure. Beautiful species. I think I already said that. I have. But these guys come from Costa Rica. They're in the Costa Rica area, just like the blue jean dart frogs, or I think they're Ufaga pumilio. I could be wrong. I'm not super versed with Ufaga, but a really nice and beautiful species. There's a ton of plants. I mean, plants are just taking over in this tank, and that's exactly what it's like in Costa Rica. I'm not gonna say it's an accent. It's Costa Rica, but there's a lot of really nice plants in here. My favorite's got to be this one because it just climbs around. These guys are not poisonous in captivity. They're only poisonous in the wild due to the ants they eat. In captivity, they eat fruit flies because it's more readily available than poisonous ants. But a really nice enclosure and a really nice frog. Beside this guy, we have the fire-bellied toad, or Bombina orientalis. The glasses this isn't dirt. This is, if you're new, this is just calcium buildup, and it happens in high humidity tanks. That's why these 3 have them, because they're frogs. They need high humidity. But anyway, here is the Bombina orientalis, or the fire-bellied toad. A really cool species of toad. They're actually more closely related to frogs than they are to toads. These guys are from some parts of Russia and Asia. There's 2 in here. I've had them for, I think, 2 years. And they're really, really cool species. They're like bulldogs. They're really ravenous when it comes to eating. This is just a 10-gallon enclosure. There's a waterfall, as you can see, which keeps the water circulating, so there's no gross film over top of it, which happens with stagnant water. And there's also shrimp in here, and the shrimp do a lot of the cleaning. I do water changes, but shrimps do a lot of cleaning in this enclosure. All right, next to it, I'm just gonna show you guys these quickly because we did cover the adults. These are the Lake Chapala garter snakes. These are just babies. These guys are for sale. So if you're in Alberta, let me know, because these guys are for sale, and they're really pretty as adults. Not so much as babies, but as adults, are really nice. This is Sheila, my Lampropelpus smaragdina snake. I said Lampropelpus smaragdina. That's emerald tree snake's Latin name. Their names are so similar. It's Lampropeltis, Jellylii brooksii for the Brooks king snakes, and Lampropelpis, not Jellylii, smaragdina. So their Latin names are super similar. So forgive me if you're saying that. I think it's Sherman. Really pretty king snake though with this head pattern. It's unfortunate that she's not super handleable. I may or may not be selling her just because I like handleable animals, and she's not extremely handleable. Plus, king snake breeding, there's not a lot of profit for it, but she's a really stunning animal. She's in a 20-gallon long enclosure. Hi, Sheila. She sees my fingers. Right here we have my Triplanotus gracilis enclosure for my female crocodile skink. I say female because unfortunately the male passed away. I'm not sure what happened. It was so fast. I noticed he had something was wrong with his eye. It was a Friday night and nothing's open Saturday and Sunday. So I was hoping that he was gonna make it until Monday. and then I was gonna get him in, but unfortunately he didn't make it. I'm not sure what the cause was. He just kind of went lethargic. Everything in the tank is good. Maybe it was a new tank I upgraded them in, but the female seems to be doing fine. So it's really unfortunate. Yeah, it's super, super unfortunate. But at least we saw the female, and we can show the tank. So this is the tank. It was originally for the 2 crocodile skinks. Unfortunately, the male isn't with us anymore. He was a beautiful crocodile skink. He's probably, no offense to the girl, but he's probably, I liked him more. He's prettier. But at least we still have this guy. Or this girl, I should say. And eventually, I do hope to breed these when I can figure out what caused this illness that he had. Super weird is that the female doesn't have it. She's totally fine, good weight, eating, she's totally fine. It was just the male, and I'm not really sure what happened. But nonetheless, it's a 40-gallon. It's a pretty nice enclosure. It's got a ton of plants in there. As you can see, it has 5 hides. 1, and then there's another one there. There's another one there. They make kind of caves in the ground, and then there's, I count that as 2 hides. It's really just 1, but those 2 have a very, very, they don't like heat, so it's not a very hot basking spot. Plus it's winter, so it gets a little cold. But that is not a hot basking spot. That's very, very low basking spot. The basking spot wasn't even above 78, and they like it between like 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit in there for just ambient temperature. So that's a very low basking light. So it's not dangerous to the crocodile skink, but it's a very nice tank. You can see I added the some Star Wars guys. You can't really see over there, but there's an X-wing crash there, and then Boba Fett's ship is also, it was on there, but they moved it off. Want to see how I built this enclosure? I can do a video on that. The male was still alive when I put him in here. He was actually fine, and then the I believe it was the next day or 2 days later is when he went downhill. But a very nice tank nonetheless, and it so far is doing really good. They really like that big, or I guess she really likes that big cave down there. And yeah, very sad to see when your animal dies, especially these last 2. I couldn't see what I did wrong with them because they both had other animals they both were cohabbed, which is fine with these species. So they were both cohabbed, and still they just went downhill and something went wrong. Yet the other two, the black tree skink, the one that's still alive, the crocodile skink that's still alive, they're both doing well. So I'm not sure what happened with the male crocodile skink and the other black tree skink. I do know that the black tree skink, it just didn't look right when it came in, and it was just super skinny. It was eating though, so that's a good sign, but then I just don't know what really happened. It just died all of a sudden without any explanation or anything. So it's really sad that 2 beautiful animals died, but we still have the other remaining 2. These are my vampire crabs, tomato vampire crabs, a Geosausaurus species. I'm not sure their entire scientific name. These are really cool crabs. They're super small, and they're really cool crustaceans. They're omnivores. They eat pretty much everything. They'll eat fish food from even superworm larvae. They're just carving that one out there. And they're breeding. That's a little baby. So that a really cool species. This one is not as bright as they normally are. Normally they're pretty bright, but the males, which are really bright, aren't out right now. And that's not dead crab. That's a molt. And the springtails are just cleaning it up and eating it. But they're doing really cool. They're breeding. Just this tub for now. I'm probably gonna get them a 12 by 12 by 18 here soon because I want to get them a really nice enclosure and make it nice for them. This is Mel, my bearded dragon, Pongona vitticipus. A beautiful, species of agama, probably one of the most common reptiles there are. And this is her enclosure. She's a fairly big enclosure. She has a nice background that I made actually from SPS foam, and I carved it and I put some dry lock. If you want to see the video on how to make an enclosure like this, I have a video on it. We have a good 14% UVB on top. I think it's 14%. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's 14%. Good for bearded dragons. Linear UV, so she has it everywhere. It's an Arcadia brand, one of the best out there. But yeah, she's doing very good. And that's salad from yesterday. I'm changing that literally right after this video. As a bearded dragon, this tank, she has a ton more hides than normal bearded dragons have, and she has this cork log, and she literally has this entire under here to escape from the UV and the heat. And it's just perfect. And she's doing really well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do hit the like button, subscribe, because it helps me a lot. And if you watch the video, you must like reptiles and amphibians. And most of you probably didn't make it this far, because this video is like 28 minutes. But if there's any videos you want to do on a specific species, like Gastronus, Pristine, Emerald, Trucy, like Chapala, you name it, comment it down below, and I'll get back to your comment, and maybe I'll be able to do a video there too. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.